Hello, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Talladega Super Speedway for the Cancer Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports here in the Noble Dash Series, an on-points event for these guys here tonight. This is a sort of an exhibition race for a good cause. Andy Kessler alongside me, Ben Kilcrease in the booth, Francisco Scaramuza getting the picture that you see to you, and Mitch Rollo will be joining us down on pit road. Here we go, Andy, tonight 200 miles around Talladega Super Speedway in the heart of Talladega Mountains in Talladega, Alabama.
Oh, we're in for a fantastic feature tonight, Ben. Just think of all the exciting things we've had this week at the plate tracks, from the Cup race to last night with the trucks. I mean, fantastic. And I expect these guys to do the same, and it's all for a great cause.
And it is, we mentioned Cancer Freeze 200. Aegis Motorsports putting up $50 no matter who wins. That will go to Cancer Freeze no matter what, but there's a catch. If any Aegis Motorsports driver comes home with a victory tonight, they will double that and send $100 to Cancer Freeze. And once again, that is courtesy of Aegis Motorsports. Let's take a quick look at our track facts for this evening. We'll get into them a little bit further on in the program. We are at Talladega Super Speedway, 2.66 miles. This is about over a tenth and a half longer than Daytona. It might not seem like a bunch, but when it comes down to the finish line, Andy, it could be a lifetime for some guys.
Oh, it could be. Look at last night's race with the trucks. It didn't really, the same guy, Sean Bounty, would have won it either way, but it just gives you that much more time to make that run off of turn 4, and we see it time after time at Daytona. The guys try to make the move too late, and they just run out of real estate, and that start-finish line comes up so quickly. But at Talladega, so much can happen off of turn 4 till you get to that start-finish line. That just makes it that much more exciting.
That it does. We look at the banking, 33 degrees of banking in the turns. The tri-oval itself has 16.5 degrees. Tri-oval can be tricky at speeds of upwards of 200 mile an hour. That's almost a turn of its own, but with half the banking of the turns.
It does, and you know what, honestly, Ben, you can tell the difference because in the turns, the banking is just so much. They carry so much speed through there. These guys are able to hold it wide open the whole way through. But these straightaways, slight banking, the backstretch just feels like you're on a flat, regular road. It's unbelievable. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, boom, you're back into that banking. So for some people, it can cause a little issue, might push up a little bit. We might see that. And these guys in these cars must be very careful when they're pushing through the corners, because that front end of these cars is so low you can actually get underneath the other car, and we could see some catastrophes happen here tonight.
And we could. We'll look forward to all the racing action tonight. See what these guys have been practicing all week, even last week coming into tonight. They've had an hour and a half practice, which is currently still going on, before knockout qualifying is scheduled at 8:50 p.m. Eastern. Right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk to the president of Cancer Freeze, Caleb Davidson himself. We'll be right back here at Noble Network 1.
These are pictures of natural and man-made disasters in the past few years. Many of these people and their animals have not only lost everything, but are lost in the areas from devastation. The media is not as present as it used to be. The frequency of disasters escalates through the world. Until these slow-recovering areas can be rebuilt, people will be reliant on our ability to supply their needs. DoYourPart.org is a disaster response organization dedicated to assisting people and animals in times of distress. Our volunteers reach out to support most, the vulnerable, underserved, underinsured, or without insurance. DoYourPart.org strives to bring these amazing survivors back to sustainability and keep their hopes and dreams alive. However, we cannot help these people alone. We can help a little more if you help do your part. See how you can help. Visit our website and donate now. DoYourPart.org.
All right, you can hear me on here. When you're not talking.
He takes the lead, but now Wyatt Wolf's to the inside. He pushes up a little bit. They're side by side. Elliott with the lead off of turn 2.
And then off of turn 4, Dave Elliott, are you kidding me? He wins here in Charlotte. You know, I taught Tenny. God, my goodness, taught Tenny.
You all right, man?
I'm done.
I think he taught Kenny Baum Jr.
Oh dear.
Okay, so when I do that,
Alright, we are back, and we certainly do apologize for not being able to reach Mr. Davidson, the president of Cancer Freeze. We are having some severe technical difficulties. The last time we tried to do a phone interview was for the 2012 Snowball Derby, which was quite a while
Forever ago.
Yeah, and everything was so much simple back then. All you did was press a call button and add somebody to the call, and then it has certainly changed, and we can't get it to work for the sake of us. We did test it earlier, but we just can't. It will not cooperate. But we do have an option. We are going to try and schedule Caleb for the radio show next Wednesday. And he'll come on. He'll have more time to talk about the Cancer Freeze side of things and what have you. Next Wednesday on the Noble Radio Show. Now we're going to talk to one of the guys, the head honcho over at Aegis Motorsports, Julio Terzado. He's got putting up all this money, and on behalf of Aegis Motorsports to go to Cancer Freeze. Julio, what a great idea you guys have.
Absolutely, and great ideas also constitutes to great racing today. The Bailey Bird Chevrolet National Impala is doing amazing today, handling perfectly well, made a good friend on the track today, and we are looking fast.
When did this idea come about to have this Cancer Freeze 200 to benefit Cancer Freeze and send the money over to those guys over at Cancer Freeze?
So the idea was actually when you guys were talking about it, we were reading the emails together. We had the whole group together. One of the things that struck me, actually, was just finished watching one of the videos of Dan Wallen in one of his races. Was doing the GoDaddy million, go from the back all the way to the front. So I thought, well, let's do the same thing, but instead let's hype my guys up and let's see if we can double the winnings and get them involved.
That's just amazing, Andy. These guys stepping on board the rookie division here at Noble just shows you that not only do the Cup guys and Nationwide, the trucks, not only do they care about helping, but even the newcomers here to Noble, they care about helping other people, especially the people over at Cancer Freeze. Julio, do you think you have a good enough car to get the job done tonight and put it in victory lane?
Absolutely. This car looks like it's being pushed more than just by the engine. I feel like I got two other forces with me. I think I got Bailey Bird and also God with me.
Sounds great. Well, anybody you'd like to thank, your teammates, let us know who your teammates are, who's going to be going for that $100 donation towards Cancer Freeze tonight.
Absolutely. Let's first thank Aegis Motorsports and Jaeger Racing. We're going to have a good time today. I'd also like to thank Noble Motorsports. Also like to thank Lady Fate. If it wasn't for coming in at the last second in one of your recruits, I wouldn't be here right now. Jared, number 10 car, number 7 car, myself, Nate Trito, Nicholas Orth, Matthew Welsenbach. Also, Cisco is in spirit with us, and so is Gabriel Woods.
Sounds good. Once again, we thank you. I thank you enough, Julio, for the kind stuff you're doing here tonight, and we certainly wish you the best of luck in the race.
Absolutely. For glory.
Well said right there, Ben. And what an amazing thing that these guys have done. Coming over here to Noble, running their first season. I mean, they're only 4 weeks into their first season ever here at Noble. These guys really want to race. They've been in practicing all the time. But to do something like this is just flat out amazing. It just shows the type of people we like here at Noble, the people we have here at Noble, and the fact that we can all come together in such a great cause like this and put something together and do good, just like Julio said. And I'm proud to be a part of it. I know the rest of us are here that are getting to do this broadcast tonight. we don't get a race. We don't get the glory of maybe winning or holding that checkered flag at the end or being in victory lane. But you know what? We get to be a part of it also, and it just it has to be done, and it feels good, and I'm glad to be here.
Yep, most certainly. We're getting ready to roll out onto the track for knockout qualifying here for the Kansas Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. Once again, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties with reaching Caleb Davidson, president of Kansas Freeze. We promise we will reschedule that interview. We'll certainly get him on here so everybody knows what's going on. We'll let him just have a whole hour if he needs it to talk about Cancer Freeze, and we'll try and do that next Wednesday on Noble Radio when it debuts live on the Sim Racing Network.
What?
The Sim Racing Network
Oh yeah.
going to unveil itself next Friday. My God, I've got my days are all mixed up.
Tomorrow's
Next
Friday,
Wednesday. Yeah, my goodness. Ready for the weekend. Next Wednesday on Noble Radio, the Sim Racing Network. Cars are out on the track for qualifying. Charles Lemaire, Peter Canali, and the 31 of Matthew Tennant are all out here as they go down into turn number 3. These guys are going to be contending all at the same time for the fast time. Draft is going to be a huge factor in these qualifying runs. This is the first time we've seen something like this in a long time here at Noble Motorsport, and we are debuting it tonight here at the Super Speedways in the Dash Series. Look at everybody else down on pit road. They're playing the waiting game down there. These three guys out on the track, they're ready to start turning some laps.
Oh yeah, turn some laps is what they're going to do, and kind of an interesting feature that the series admin Milan has put into this session, this race, something different, something we've never even done, Ben, with the knockout qualifying, and I like it. I'm kind of excited about it, and they can't change tires, they can't do anything. They can come down pit road, sit on the side, let things cool off a little bit, go back out and try it again if they end up getting pushed down the leaderboard. But this is going to be exciting, Ben. I'm looking forward to see how this works. Might have tried some other series if it works.
Yeah, most definitely. These guys, you're going to hear us say new pole multiple times tonight because one lap, the draft's going to be different for one driver than it is for the other. And these guys are just a bunch of them still sitting on pit road waiting for the right time to go out. You see this in the real NASCAR when it comes down to drafting at super speedways on the qualifying stuff. Bunch of these guys wait until the very last moment, and here we go. Everybody now going to start piling off pit road. The 91 goes out. He's going to be by himself, it looks like. Going to ride along with the 91 of Trito. The 11 is out on the track. That's Mike Owen. Colton Bloomhagen is on the track.
So Ben, with this knockout qualifying, they're going to run two segments, and what they're going to do is actually the top 6 after this first segment are going to go for the poles. So this is going to be quite interesting. You got to make it into that top 6 is going to be the cutoff here tonight.
Yep, so far we only have 8 who take time. Charles Lemaire currently on the pole. And this is interesting because he is right at the back. He's right behind the 2 cars in front of him. He is getting a real big draft off those guys in front of him. He's just able to suck up. He's just able to suck up to these guys, and that's what makes the fast time. Now Nathan Shiflett takes the fast time with Zach Kreiser's help. A 50.414 for Shiflett.
Yeah, I'd watch out for those guys, Ben, tonight. I talked to them last night after the truck race, and their plan was literally to stick to each other's bumper and go out there and try to steal this one away from these guys. But yeah, I'd watch for those 2 guys. They're gonna be pretty fast and hooked up together.
Here comes the pack off of pit road. They've decided that now is the time to head out and start drafting. You gotta have somewhat of a strategy going into the qualifying like this, but it is a super speedway, so there's not much strategy that you can have because it'll change almost within a lap. But as a driver, Andy, what would you want to be doing right now in this qualifying session? What would be your strategy going into this session?
My strategy is probably I would go out, run about 4 or 5 laps, get as fast as we can. Hopefully we're up in the top. We'll talk like Zach Kreiser and Nathan Shiflett right now. Look at these two guys, top of the board right now. I'd just go in, I'd sit, and I'd wait. And if I start getting knocked down, then I'd get back out there. But I don't want to waste my stuff for segment 2, that's all.
Now, an interesting thing these guys also have to watch out for. Here in the iRacing system, we have an incident system, and basically if you hit the wall, you get a 2x. If you touch another car, you get a 0x. If you receive a 0x, a 2x, a 1x, no matter how many, if it pops up on the screen that you've done wrong, your lap will not count, and that is a real big factor when it comes to bump drafting here at a super speedway. Good lap for the Michael Wynn, number 11 machine. He takes the pole.
Wow, yeah, he takes the... Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh,
he just got pumped right back down.
Snags it right back away from him. He and Kreiser still working together. Shiflett has the pole by 9/1000ths of a second. And watch Wynn back there in that number 11. He's at the back of this pack. He's getting everybody's draft. He is coming through this field. This pack right here is running 195, almost 200 miles an hour down the front straightaway here at Talladega. Anything shake up at the line? Yes, it does. Look at that. Shiflett goes all the way to 9th. He just had the pole. Landon Loper, now your new leader in the 44 with a 49.091.
And now those guys we were just talking about, Shiflett and Kreiser, they can't go in now. They can't go now. They got it. Unbelievable, Ben. Now they're out of it right now.
They're 7/10 off the fast time, so they've got to stay out. Now look at this, a little speed-wide action here, Andy. If these guys were to make contact and crash like that right there, the 11 and Como make contact. Como goes around, and his qualifying days are over. You cannot get a new car.
Nope, that's it. And, well, he's outside the top 6, so might as well be done with it. But some of these other guys, Michael Wynn, you better hope he doesn't have too much damage. He's on the outside looking in right now, and his chances might be over also.
A small little tap can certainly do a toll to these cars, especially here at the super speedways like Talladega. We'll find the Kreiser groove. Kreiser makes a little contact with Shiflett. They've got to be extremely careful. This is a real dicey moment. Everybody going for the fastest time, and it looks like Shiflett's going to hit a pit road. Kreiser's going to be careful not to get into him. Those two guys will pull it into victory lane. They sit 10th and 11th. They were atop the boards. Nate Trito goes to the top with a 48.655. John Mushing Jr. now has second.
Yeah, I think the 18 and the 4 have just called it quits, man.
Nope, the 4 goes into the wall. So we still have Terzado Hartman in this big pack. Welsenbach is there, as well as the 44 of Loper. Now, Hartman is the leader of this pack. He's given the draft to all these guys, Andy, but he is not within the top 6. He sits right outside the top 6 in 7th.
Whoa, we're going
Oh,
on the
boy.
front stretch.
In qualifying, they go 3 wide and they get tight down in turn 1. Terzado is wiggling through the center. He keeps it out of everybody. Oh my goodness, a bunch of action going on, and we're only in qualifying.
Look at the 79, Matthew Welsenbach. He's pulling down to the inside there, and he's done. He doesn't want to ruin his car before that second round.
Yeah, he said, I've had enough. You can make it crazy 3 wide all you want to now, but it's not going to include me. He sits third right now. He's safe for the time being. Nicholas Orth is right behind him. He finished second last night here at Talladega in the season finale in the DoYourPart.org Truck Series. He sits 5th on the speed chart. So far in this qualifying session, he is safe.
We have some interesting things have come up here, Ben. Nate Trito is now not eligible for this second round.
You kidding me? Yeah,
Nope.
We saw the incident, and that has ruined his chance here at winning the pole. Well, he still has the pole for the time being. These guys do still have to beat that time. So, Trito, he has the pole, but he will not be able to defend it in this final session.
Getting ready to pull out here in a moment, but it's going to be Mushkin Jr., the 79 of Matthew Welsenbach. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep.
Landon Loper, Nicholas Orth, Julio Terzado, and the 07 of William Hartman.
Now look at these guys down here. They are not... Oh! They were playing the waiting game. Now the first 2 decide to go out. Here comes the top 6. They take to the track. Nobody wants to be the first 2. You see everybody falling back. And here we go. Nicholas Orth is going to lead us down into turn number 1. Welsenbach is going to be second in this pack. Got this neat camera available for your viewing pleasure tonight. We call it a gyro camera. This is going to keep your point of view straight even as the car enters the banking, so you'll see just for yourself the 33 degrees of banking here at Talladega, just how fierce it is. Orth down into turn number 1. He'll come off turn number 2. You see the abrupt banking change right there. It's somewhat smooth. As now Welzenbach starting to pull up to the bumper of 4th down the backstretch. Welzenbach is going to have an extremely fast lap. He tags the bumper there. Going into the corner, we'll have to see what this lap time is like for the 79. So some clarification from race officials. Trito still has a fast time, although he's not able to compete in this round, Andy. He still has the pole, and if nobody is able to beat that, that's where he'll start. Trito crashed in the first part of qualifying after receiving the pole. That is why he is not allowed a second chance in this one.
Well, it's a good thing that he posted that lap there, Ben.
Yep.
Now his crew can get out the backup car, get that thing ready here before this round's over. But I'm watching Orth now. After last night's performance, he's going to be the guy to watch here tonight, Ben.
Gotta watch the 2779 pushing illegal in the turns tonight. Oh, and Welzenbach is sideways. He goes up into the track and hits Orth. Welzenbach up on his side, now spinning in front of the rest of the cars.
Unbelievable.
And now their chances for the pole are up in smoke, and they'll be going to a backup car. Everybody giving everything they can to try and get the pole here at Talladega. You gotta like the position that Mushkin Jr. and Landon Loper are in. Those two guys are somewhat in a tandem. They are right behind two cars in front of them. We know two cars, tail to nose, are extremely fast. They're more fast, or much faster, if they have draft pulling those two cars, and they have just that. They have a tandem in front of them. That's the tandem of Julio Terzado and William Hartman, and you can see that Mushkin Jr. is almost 200 miles an hour down the front stretch, and he almost improved his time at the line. These guys are really starting to pick up a bunch of time.
They're trying everything they possibly can to one, better themselves, but quite honestly, a top 5 start's not a bad thing, and it looks like qualifying is done.
All right. That's going to do it for qualifying here this evening at Talladega. Welzenbach Loper and Mushkin gave it their best. They just weren't able to do it. Nate Trito wasn't even able to defend his pole. He'll set the quick time. We'll go through the rest of the order. And set to go. Green flag racing here in the Cancer Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. But first, we've got to do some important business and head trackside for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Crank 'em up. Fired up. I like bud. Fired up. Fired up. Crank it up. Crank it up. Fired up. We have a good time today. Keep your eyes out up there, Dylan.
On behalf of iRacing.com, Motorsport Simulations, Noble Motorsport, and Aegis Motorsports, welcome to the Cancer Freeze 200 at Talladega Super Speedway here in the heart of the Talladega Mountains in Talladega, Alabama. Mitch Rolo going to be covering the pit road action. We'll call it that. Cisco Scaramouza is down in the production van. And as always, alongside Andy Kessler, I am Ben Kilcrease. Here we go, Andy. Finally here. 200 laps. Oh, wow. No, not 200 laps. 75 laps. 200 miles. 200 miles here at Talladega. This is the race we've been waiting for quite some time, and it's going to happen here momentarily as we are moments away from dropping the green flag.
Hey Ben, look, I think we're gonna let's dial somebody up here as these guys are getting ready to grid.
All right. Who we gonna dial up, Mr. Kessler, so I try and regain my giggles? Oh boy.
I got somebody, Ben. I got him.
All right.
I got him.
I don't know the frequency, so I'll have to figure out when you dial them up.
All right.
Nope.
I think I've dialed someone up here. I think it's the number 4, Zach Kreiser. Zach, Andy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, man? We're getting ready to get this thing fired up. You and Nathan looked really, really fast there in practice. All of a sudden, in qualifying too. But then all of a sudden, these guys came out there. Do you have anything for these guys here tonight?
Oh, we got lots for them tonight, Andy. Trust me, we'll be up there. We're going to win this race. Guarantee it.
I like the confidence. I really like the confidence. Well, Zach, good luck. Good luck this tonight, and hopefully you guys stay out of trouble and we can talk to you guys in victory lane.
All right, thanks, Andy.
Well, that was Zach Kreiser, and the confidence. I like it. They want to come in here and it's all in good fun. They want to come in and break up the I don't know, what do they got, 12 drivers in here?
Yeah, I think about 18 or so. That's not the point. Well, let's before we go racing here, we'll talk to one of the drivers that actually got the chance to race last night at Talladega. I actually raced him earlier in the week where he's doing a little bit of testing with the national cars, making sure the setup was going to be okay. Dave Washington, a veteran here at Noble Motorsport, countless of championships under his belt. Dave, this is going to be a good race tonight here in the Cancer Freeze 200.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to keep the 07 out of wrecks and try to get him up front at the end and Just try to keep them patient.
Yeah, here you're going to try your hand at spotting tonight.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I figured why not try it at Talladega. I know it's not the best place, but maybe we get some other tracks in and try it later on in next season.
All right, well, sounds good. We know if he's 3 wide in the middle and causes a wreck, we know who to blame. All right, Dave, you guys have a good race, and we'll do the same. Get ready for the starting lineup here at Talladega Super Speedway in the Cancer Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports, starting on the pole with a time of 48.655. It's the 91 of Nate Trito, and to his outside, the number 76 will be John Mushkin Jr.
Starting third on the inside row is the number 79 of Matthew Welzenbach. And to his outside in the 44 is Landon Loper.
Julio Terzado II will roll off inside of row number 3 machine. The 07 is William Hartman to his outside.
Starting 7th in the 27 will be Nicholas Orth. And right to his outside in the 10 car is Jared Como.
Michael Wynn will roll off in the 9th starting position in the number 11. Nate Shiflett way on the outside of row 5 in the 18.
Starting 11th inside of row number 6 is the 4 car of Zachary Kreiser. And to his outside in the 31 is Matthew Tennant.
Charles Lemaire is inside of row number 7 in the 17. Peter Canali is to his outside in the 14th starting position.
Starting 15th in the 24 is Brandon Jackson with Colton Blumhagen starting 16th in the 5.
And that's the starting lineup for the Cancer Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports. We are moments away from dropping the green flag. Crews making sure they have radio communications to their spotters, making sure race control has communication to them, making sure everybody's buckled in and tight, because this is going to be a wild 75 laps, 200 miles coming up in about 2 minutes.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic, Ben. Let's hit the radio again. Let's dial up somebody else here. Who we got?
I don't know, but our radio up here, I hope we bought some good equipment for the new stuff, because this thing is getting a workout tonight.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, who can we grab? I don't even know if we have anybody. Is this thing working?
I think it is. Hello, Nick Orth?
Yes, I'm here now.
Booth? Yeah, it's working, Andy. We got it.
Oh, good.
I ran to the bathroom.
Oh.
That was lovely. A quick one. Now he's back in his car and going. So, hey, Nicholas, last night, a great run for your first ever start in the Truck Series. You finished second, pushing the winner of the race to the win and to the championship. Well, what do you got for these guys tonight here in a different car, but the same track? What do you got?
I don't know. This thing's a totally different animal, and it's gonna be all about survival here. Right now, my plan is to try to run up front for the first half of the race. If I end up crashing and burning a reset, I might drop to the back and just ride it out till the end and see if I can charge it back up. But got some teammates already, people to work with, so we're just going to try to hang out up here and get to the front as quick as we can.
Well, that sounds good, Nicholas. We wish you the best of luck, and man, go get them. We'll talk to you hopefully in Victory Lane tonight.
All right, 10-4. Thank you, guys.
There you have it. Nicholas Orth finished second last night in the season finale over at the Noble Deer Park Truck Series. Andy, a couple of seconds for you here. Final statements before the green flag.
It's going to be a fantastic race, Ben. These guys got some big shoes to fill after what we've had all week long at these plate tracks, and I have no doubt in my mind they're going to get it done tonight.
200 miles, 75 laps of action-packed racing getting set to come your way. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car pulls it to the pit road. They'll stack them up 2 by 2 by 2. Thanks to Aegis Motorsports, Cancer Freeze 200 is set to go green. Bailey Bird, this one's for you at Talladega.
big jump right there for Mushkin Jr. He got to break out to the lead there in front of 91 of Nate Treetow. Here he comes off of turn number 2. That bottom line, they're really showing the thing work. But here comes a 44 with help from the 07 on the outside.
Mushton, Trito on the bottom, Lope, and the 07 of Hartman on the outside. Wells back is into 79 on the inside. The third car on the inside road there. Mushton Jr. though is going to lead us through turn number 3, and he looks like he wants to lead lap number 1 here at Talladega.
It looks like he wants to, and he's got no competition right now. That outside line falling way back, and a big push by the number 91, Nate Treetow right now as they head to the stripe. It's going to be Mushkin.
Mushkin leads lap number 1. If you are a fan of the Dash Series recap videos, that's the editor of them right there, Mushkin, John Mushkin Jr. He's leading the pack here tonight early on lap number 1 here at Talladega. The field starting to string in behind them, a single file line. The only two guys are still Loper and Hartman on the outside.
Yeah, they're the lone guys on the outside hanging tough right now. Looks like Terzado got to the apron. Ooh, some guys are getting real swirly right now. Getting real swirly there through the corner, Ben, but right now we got a battle for the lead in 91. He pokes his head out. He wants the lead. He's got some help right now from Matthew Welzenbach.
Welzenbach pulls up. Loper decides to do the same. Now Trito goes to the lead. Welzenbach has Mushkin cleared, and they leave Loper out to dry on the outside. You really see these cars wiggling around. These are like Orth described to us, Andy. These are a beast. They're a handful to handle. These cars not actually made for the super speedway. These are actually a short track car. We just put a big old gear in them and we race them here at Talladega, and they put on some great racing, but they certainly are a handful, especially for these rookies here in the Dash Series.
I'll tell you what, though, if they can master this track, like they're doing such a great job here so far, about to complete lap number 3, they can master this track, they should be able to master anyone. Right now, the bottom line, the top 5, single file. Here comes the 44 now. Loper trying on the outside, still trying. He's got help from Como this time.
Como, remember, crashed out in qualifying. He's trying to work his way back through the field here early on. He pulls up to the bumper of the 44. They're going to try and get that high line going here at Talladega. They're slowly starting to inch their way forward. They pull up dead even with the 5th place spot. The top of the field, the inside line is checking up, and they're going to get a huge run down into turn number 3.
A huge run on that outside line. It definitely helped that the bottom line checked up there. Right now, the 44 is even for 3rd. He's going to fall back just a little bit. Mushton on the inside. Loper's on the outside. Still Como giving him a push here down the front stretch.
Pushing is legal through the tri-oval and on the straightaways. You cannot do it in the turns. Como leaves him out to dry. Oh, man, you kidding me? We saw this last night. Bunch of people leaving a bunch of guys out to dry, and Como, he did it for a second. Now, Como just cannot decide where he wants to go. He's on the inside, he's on the outside. He finally sticks to the outside, and they race down the backstretch. Loper's going to be looking for the lead on the outside.
Looking for the lead, but he's going to need that push. He can't get the push, like you said, through the corner. The cars just kind of fan out from each other through the corner. They're getting real wiggly there, Ben. Not sure if it's still waiting for these tire pressures to build up or what the problem is, but man, is it kind of fun. It's almost like they're on the luge.
Yep, John Mushton Jr. now going to be looking for the lead. Mushton. Oh, look at the top line starting to form. The top line getting some backers. The inside line's not liking it. Mushton trying to inch his way up towards the front. He's got a bunch of help. Look at Shiflett and Kreiser. They're at the very back of the outside line. They're starting to make their way through the field here at Talladega.
They are starting to make their way just slowly, surely, cautiously, not right on the bumper of each other, just giving some draft. And they're definitely making up some ground here early on. Mushkin now looking on the outside of Treetop. He's got him now. They got to run. Here comes Loper with a big push off of turn 4. Coming to the line. Who's going to lead this lap?
Looks like it's going to be Mushkin by about a car. And he has it. Now they're both clear. Oh, Lemaire and Hartman made a little contact at the back of the field. Look at Nathan Shiflett, goes 3 wide on the outside here in Talladega. He's on the outside of Como. I don't think Kreiser was ready for him to go to that extent, but he did, and they get it back to Double File Racing.
Whew, a bold move right there from Shiflett. He is a veteran iRacer, so these guys, but hey, you gotta be able to put that car wherever you want to, and right there he showed that he can get it done there on the outside, even making it 3 wide.
Now remember, in this race there is a halftime break. Now this isn't the halftime super show like the Super Bowl or anything like that. This is just a caution. These guys come in, a 4-tire mandatory pit stop. A bunch of racing going on here early on, Andy. What would you do as a driver coming into tonight? I would just sit there until the halfway point, knowing that there's going to be a caution, knowing I wouldn't have anything to lose.
No, you're absolutely right. Nicholas, I think, in the we talked to him right before the race started. He kind of hinted to that. You know, there's nothing to gain by trying to lead these first few laps or these first half of the race. I mean, yeah, you want track position is good, but we've seen that at these tracks. You can go from the back to the front in 3 laps. So I think he said it right. Let's back off, let's ride it out, this first half of the race, kind of get a feel for the car, what we can and can't do, and then let's turn it on after that break.
Most definitely. We work on lap 9 of 75. Here very early on in this race, the big pack that is spread up into smaller packs right now, and that's to be expected here in the early going. Like I said, much of these guys might just be deciding to ride it out. They saw that it was getting real hairy up at the front, so they decided to just sit back, let it shape out, wait till that halftime break. Then once the halftime is over, then that's when you can start making your moves, start getting where you need to be for the finish of the race.
That battle for a lead right now. Loper looking to the outside, trying to make it happen. Problem is he doesn't have any help. Right now he's a lone wolf out on the outside. The 44, Loper, trying to hang on.
Kreiser goes into the wall. He keeps it straight, but he does have a little bit of damage on the number 4 after tagging the outside wall. He is also in jeopardy of losing the draft to the pack.
Again, though, a lot of time, a caution in between. Just got to settle down, find somebody. I'm sure the 18 will back up just a little bit and catch him. But no need to worry now. You got to take it easy. You got to save that car for the end. That's what these races are all about.
You got to be there to win in order to be able to win it. Here comes Trito with help from Walzenbach. They're all by themselves. Mushton is all by himself on the inside line as Trito and Walzenbach make easy do of that one and go to the lead here on lap number 11 at Talladega.
Como trying to follow through here. He didn't quite get the draft up to Walzenbach. Now he's side by side with Mushton. That's for third, and he's got no help now. Mushton's going to get the advantage as he pulls up on the back of Matthew Walzenbach.
Pulls up on the back and slingshots to the outside. Look at the pack starting to accordion back together. They got separated a couple of laps ago. Now everybody's back in the lead pack racing for the lead here at Talladega.
Watching these guys a little further back here to battle right now is for that around that 10th position with Loper on the outside. He's got help from Shiflett and from Kreiser. Oh, Mushton, now we get trouble in turn 1.
Quickly, tell me what you got.
Is he alive, Ben?
Jerry Como over the fence here at Talladega.
Oh my!
I have never seen a crash like that.
For a second there, I thought we were at the sprint race. Sprint cars, we've seen them tumble out of the stadiums before.
Mushton and Kreiser also involved in that one. Oh my, so Como Como now going to be on pit road as they tow his car back to the track.
Oh my, man. I'm speechless.
That is, I've literally never seen a crash like that before. I've seen a car go over the inside pit wall at Phoenix International Raceway over in Arizona. I've seen a car get upside down multiple times, but never go over the fence, especially here in Talladega. So, first caution of the night. Out for the latest incident down in turn number 1. Pit road was open, and Andy doesn't look like we're going to have a bunch of takers.
Nah, just some guys in the back, maybe some guys that had a little trouble, a little bit of damage. Those are the guys you're going to see come down and get this car straightened out. But no, these other guys, they can make it in fuel. Tires really aren't that big of a difference. So, yeah, I'm not surprised to see a lot of these guys stay out.
Well, caution 1 out for the night. Nate Trito is your early leader here at Talladega Superspeedway in a Cancer Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. We'll be right back here live on No Bull Network 1.
He takes the lead, but now Wyatt Wolf's to the inside. He pushes up a little bit. They're side by side. Elliott with the lead off of turn 2.
Off of turn 4. Dave Elliott, are you kidding me? He wins here in Charlotte. You know, I taught Tinny. God, my goodness. Taught Tinny.
You all right, man?
I'm done.
I think he taught Kenny Baum Jr.
Oh, dear.
Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway for the Cancer Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. Over the past couple of weeks, Andy, we've been trying out a bunch of pit road reporters, and we head to our newest recruit, Mitch Rollo, who is down on pit road tonight.
Yeah, guys, thanks. For the most part, the crew chiefs are saying that these cars are real squirrely through the turns out there, and for the most part, people are going to be coming down and taking 2 right side tires and fuel tonight. I don't think they're going to be going before, but yeah, that's my report.
Thank you very much, Mitch. Nate Trito. Going to be your leader, Matt Weldenbach at second. Julio Truzado is third. William Hartman is fourth, and Michael Wynn is fifth. So Jared Como still sitting on pit road. Andy, let's see if we can't dial him up. He is sitting in his car, waiting for the repairs to be complete. And we'll see if we can't dial him up. Jared Como, Ben Kilcrease up in the booth. Usually I'm sending it down to you on pit road. You're on pit road tonight, but not the way that you probably wanted to be.
No, I don't know what's going on. These guys have, they're saying that the engine should be starting, but I'm doing everything I can, and the car just won't turn over.
Oh my, so not the night that Como looking for.
We're glad he's okay though. Jeez.
Yeah, yep.
What a horrific crash that was. Whoa.
Car went over the fence here at Talladega. Right about where the pace car is. You see the skid marks. That's where his car left the speedway. And like I said, I've never seen anything like that in all of my years of broadcasting. I've seen some terrible crashes here in the sim racing world, but nothing like that. That was crazy.
Unbelievable. Just flat out unbelievable. We've seen it all now, Ben. We've seen it all.
Yep. Except for green white checkers. Pace car lights are off, and we'll get set for the restart. For those of you not accustomed to the broadcast here at Noble Network 1, sooner or later throughout the race I'll have a rant about green white checkers not being innovated into iRacing, the most realistic simulator in the world.
But we have flames.
Yeah, have flames.
We have flames now out of the exhaust, so we're getting there.
Flames and flying cones. What else could you ask for? Lights off. Trito Welsenbach going to be leading us back to the green flag. Como still on pit road with the problems. Mushkin is 3 laps down with Como. And Matthew Tennant is also 1 lap down. He is in the 13th position as we stack them up 2 by 2, getting set for the restart here on lap number 16. You see all the Aegis Motorsports running the Cancer Freeze scheme tonight, a special edition here at Talladega Superspeedway for the Cancer Freeze 200. Remember, if one of those guys ends up in victory lane, $100 will be going to Cancer Freeze, and we'll see how that shapes out in just under 60 laps as we take the green.
Kind of a weird restart there for the 7 car. He's way behind the leader there. He did restart third. He is third still. But Welsenbach was able to drop down in behind Trito. So here he goes now. These two, they've been tandemed all night long. And we'll see if it continues here as they're making their way down the backstretch. But here comes the 07 with the help from the 44. They're making their way on the outside lane.
That they are, Hartman and Loper. Remember, Loper led this thing early on. Hartman was up there. He had a chance to lead it, and they're trying to work the outside. Look at the 25. Haven't heard from him too much tonight. Peter Canali, he's starting to work his way through the field.
A huge run on that outside line. Here he comes, Hartman, with the help from the 44 Loper. Here they come to the line. It looks like they're going to lead this lap. A huge run for those guys now. Oh, now here comes Hartman. He drops down below. Is there going to be enough room for Loper? It does not look like it.
Trouble 5 in the wall. Bloomhagen and everybody stays green. He keeps it straight, but he's going to lose multiple positions. Hartman ditches Loper. Loper finds Canali. And here they go. They're going to try and work their way to the lead down the backstretch. Look at Chetflin and Chrysler. Going to try and make it 3 wide.
They're going to try to make it 3 wide, and they thought better of it as they come off of turn number 4. This time by Hartman, still your leader with Trito right in his tracks. 79 at Welsenbach. He's trying to get up there with him. Now the cars are all squirrely behind the 25. Drops out of line for a moment. Now he's back in behind Hartman.
Bunch of wiggling going on. These new tires seem to do that. First 6 or so single file. Nope. Now the 11 of Michael Wynn steps out on the backstretch. Does Kreiser and Shiflett go with him, or do they hang him out to dry? Terzado almost door slams him in the middle of the turn. Oh, look at Loper. He almost sticks a nose and almost got into the back of Shiflett in the 18. They'll break up Shiflett and Kreiser as they race to the front stretch.
It's the first time I think they haven't been nose to tail right now. Here comes Shiflett trying. He's trying everything. Oh, they almost go 3 wide here. He's trying to get, he doesn't know what he's doing now. Here comes Ork down to the inside of Shiflett.
Shiflett dropping like a rock. He's trying everything he knows to get back up there. He almost snuck it 3 wide multiple times just in the tri-oval there. Zach Kreiser, his teammate, though, sits 5th, and he's right on the bumper of the number 7 down the backstretch.
Riding along right now with the 79 of Matthew Welsenbach. He sits 3rd right now. He's got a mirror full of Julio Terzado. Looking out at his front windshield, he's seeing his partner in crime, who was his partner early on, start to pull away from him. That's Trito. He's pushing Hartman now. Those guys have got about a car length lead over 3rd.
Really going to be hard for these guys to separate and tandem away because, Andy, the rule is in the turns you have to come off of the guy in front of you or you will be black flagged immediately. So that is why these guys not really pulling out with the tandems, and that's why we're seeing the big pack here this early on.
Yeah, kind of a good rule package that the series officials have come up with for this race, for the race on Sunday also, because that's here too, Ben. So this is a good practice for these guys. It looks like it's gonna be a wild one come Sunday also. If this is anything to show for.
Almost definitely. Of course, Sunday is the night these guys usually run. They run on Sunday nights along with the super late models. Tonight, a special occasion. The Cup Series finished their season this past Tuesday. So we decided to schedule tonight here for the Cancer Freeze 200. Look at Orth and Wynn starting to work their way on the outside. That's the 11 and the 27.
Big run right now for the 11. He almost looked like he was going to drop in line and leave Orth out to dry. Decides better of it, stays on the high side. They're going to lose. Oh, there's trouble on the wall. Another car over the fence.
Walk me through a lap here, please.
Oh my goodness, Ben, this is unbelievable.
That is twice
in
one
night.
race.
This is unbelievable.
That was Terzado going over the fence in turn 4. When he just spun it around, got into the wall. He's definitely going to have to come down to the pits. Holy cow, are you kidding me? This is certainly a bizarre night. Legend has it, Talladega was built on ancient Indian burial grounds, and if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
Oh my, I'm just, wow. I mean, Ben, that was so freakishly close to this grandstands. That could have been horrible.
Oh man. Well, we've had 1 and 1 and 4. Why not just finish it off with 2 and 3?
No, they might try. You never know.
Yeah.
It is early.
No, we'll restart with just under 50 laps to go. We'll complete 1/3 of the race here in 2 laps. You're watching the Cancer Freeze 200 here at Talladega Super Speedway. Glad you've tuned in wherever you're tuning in from. So, we're talking privately amongst ourselves up here in the booth about just the random stuff. The NASCAR, old NASCAR races where they didn't have the fence or the safety barrier, not even the concrete wall. They had the guardrail made out of recycled aluminum and wood, and cars would go through it all the time.
Now we got to raise the fences here, apparently. Man.
Yeah, the way they did after the Carl Edwards incident in 2009.
Yeah, well, go higher now. Now that Noble and the Dash Series is here, we got to go higher.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is they just need to take the fence on the inside, arc it all the way over the track to the fence on the outside.
There you go.
That would be a good idea. You know, I was actually at that race in 2009 when Edwards hit the fence. I was directly across from pit road, right on the front row. I was just about where Keselowski made his move. Random fact nobody cares about, but you gotta find something to talk about.
Well, we're getting close, Ben, to the halfway. About 11 laps here. We will get to that halfway pit stop, so we'll see if these guys can safely, without going over the fence, make it to the halfway point.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
We're losing cars rather quickly for the fence.
Yeah, you gotta ride here just these next couple of laps, and you should be perfectly fine up until the halfway point. Then, that's when you can start making your moves. I'd say around 15 laps to go is plenty of time to make the right move. Heck, I would wait probably up until even 5 laps to go. So, lights still on a pace car, and these caution laps here at Talladega are so long. 2 minutes 17 second laps.
They're almost as bad as Road America, man.
Yeah. William Hartman, your leader. And did you stop by, get you some fried pickles on the way to the track this morning?
Oh, you know I did, Ben. You know I did. Went there last night, Hooters, and I had to stop before I came here. Had to.
I went to the Whataburger down the road.
The what? Who? What?
The Whataburger.
A water burger?
Yeah, Whataburger.
What's a water burger? Never heard of them.
I don't guess the Northerners understand. Don't understand good.
You don't understand lobster rolls either.
I think you made it absolutely clear one broadcast many moons ago. You can see that.
Old New Hampshire racetrack. Oh yeah.
You can see what we're talking about next Wednesday night on the debut of the Sim Racing Network.
Next Wednesday night.
No Bull Radio.
What are you talking about, Ben?
True, you can go back and watch it, but if you don't want to, of course, we'll have the whole highlight reel and blooper and bloopers next Wednesday night.
Oh boy.
No Bull Radio live on the Sim Racing Network.
Oh boy, Ben.
Well, the lights go off, and that's a good sign to see because we're running out of stuff to talk about.
We got plenty to talk about, Ben. It's just a matter if anybody wants to hear what we have to talk about.
Yeah, true.
So anyway, we got a lot of cars still out there. Looks like the 11 was able to fix things up, get himself back out there, a little back in traffic, but at a plate track, he could be leading here in a couple laps. But yeah, 2 cars. If you're just joining us, 2 cars have left the building. And what I mean by that is they flipped over the fence, and we're still. We've talked to the drivers. They're okay. Everybody's okay. But wow, what a wild ride we've seen so far tonight here. 2 cars in the first 25 laps, Ben.
Yeah, one driver not able to continue on with his car, but he is sitting in pit road. Is actually our pit road reporter, so I think he just likes it down there on pit road. Julio Terzado was also involved in one of the collisions where the car went flying over the wall, and he is back on the track 1 lap down. Once we go green, get a couple of laps in, we'll have some guys join us from the race. They caught the tunnel, joined us up here in the booth. Andy didn't let them in at first because he didn't know who they were. I told him everything's good now. They'll stack them up 2 by 2. Pace car will head down to the pits. William Hartman and Nate Trito going to lead us back to the green flag here in the Cancer Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports at Talladega Superspeedway. Much better start from the pack that time as they dive down into turn number 1.
They do turn down into turn number 1. Right now out on the outside, that's Trito. He has nowhere to go, nowhere to get in right now. As it looks like just a little further back, Kreiser was able to drop to the inside, but now Trito,
wow.
Wow, that was close. Welsenbach almost got turned into the wall right there. Very close as the pack now gets all caught up behind him there, but Trito still on the outside with nowhere to come into the inside.
That was a wreck right there. We just didn't have a caution for it. Holy cow.
That could have been their turn 3 car leaving the fence.
Yeah, certainly could have. They keep it straight somehow, and we're still green. Zach Kreiser 4th on the inside there, on the inside row. He's right behind Nicholas Orth. Look at Trito and Loper starting to get that run on the outside. They got Canale with them.
They do. Canale trying to hang with them, trying to get up there with them. These cars are just wiggling so much in the corners right now, Ben, and you can't blame it on the wind tonight, baby. It's only a mere 4 miles an hour, but here they come on a backstretch. Trito with a huge run with Loper. Loper trying to get down to the bottom line. It doesn't look like he's going to get it.
3rd time tonight, Loper has been left out to dry after pushing somebody to the lead. At the line this time, it'll be 7 to go until the halfway point, and these guys are racing like they're racing to the checkered.
That's what it's looking like right now here. That high line, 4 cars deep. The low line, 4 cars deep. All trying to get the advantage, trying to get themselves up to that lead spot. Trito has it right now, but now he's going to have some company on the outside line. That's a 44 Loper. He's got the help from Canale. He's also got Shiflett, who's looking 3 wide right now, decides to come back to the inside. Here they are. It's a drag race down into turn number 3.
They are 2 by 2, 5 deep. 10 cars all side by side, less than a second separating them here at Talladega as Loper and Canale try to work the outside. They've got drafting help from Shiflett, Kreiser, and Terzado. It's Trito, Hartman, Welsenbach, Orth, and Wynn on the inside line.
Amazing, man. That outside line, they get a good run, but they're unable to keep it through the corners because they can't push through the corners. They lose that advantage they have in of the shortest distance around this track. Trito still with the help of the 07 Hartman. Hartman, he's trying everything he can to stay on that back bumper, just wiggling so much off the corners there. Gives him a slight push here as they head to turn 3, but then he's got to back off again.
Terzado 3 wide for a brief moment. They get that sorted out. Ooh, they get real dicey from the 2nd row back. Trito's out by himself. Here comes Loper. He's got to run down the front stretch. He needs Canali right on his bumper, though, if he wants to do anything with it down in turn 1.
Here comes Shiflett.
Shiflett!
He makes contact with Ord. Here they go around. 11 down into the inside wall. We got trouble big time on turn number 1.
Orth, Wynn, and Shiflett around here at Talladega. Third caution, and this will be the halftime break here tonight. Yeah, this is, these guys going. So we wait for the cars to catch the pace car here at Talladega. Yeah, let's welcome in our two drivers. Finally get a chance to talk to them here. Drivers are going to be heading down pit road. They're going to be taking tires. We already know what's going down on pit road, so don't have to worry about that. We can spend time with John Mushton Jr. and Jared Como. Como over the fence. Glad to see he's okay. Car is not. Mushton was also involved in that. His car also not okay. But I tell you what, John, you are the editor for the Dash Series highlight reels, and I tell you what, you're going to have a bunch of highlights out of this race here tonight at Talladega.
Yeah, that was some intense racing. Well, you know, the part that I took part in. I've been watching this; it's still pretty intense. Had fun at the first lap. I did not expect to get out to the lead like that at all. I don't know if Nate lagged behind or what, but I did. You know, I wasn't going to wait for him. I went ahead and go. And I don't know what happened with me and Jared there in the turn. TJ said I was clear outside, and I saw somebody. It might have been Loper. I don't know. He pushed me to the lead once, but somebody outside was coming, so I jumped up. And the next thing I know, I'm looking at the bottom of Jared's car, which usually isn't a good thing in Talladega.
Certainly not. And Jared, let's talk about your ride. Or at least the part that you felt and saw. A bunch of ground and air, and ground and air, and ground and air again.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of ground and air. It's still a little fuzzy. I got a bit of a banged up a little bit. They think I might have a concussion, so we'll see what happens. What the doctor says, but yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened. Maybe I got high. Maybe he went low. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look at the replay a little bit. But you know, that's racing. It happens. And this race is for a good cause, so I'm not too upset. I'm not going to be too upset about it. It's for Bailey. Hopefully she's watching this race here today. I just want to let her know that you know, Aegis is behind her 110%, and as a member of Team Aegis, I'm pulling for one of these guys to come across the line so that she can see a little bit more cash flow coming to her cause here. And so far it's looking really good with Nate running at the top right now. It looks like Julio Terzado II is leading the pack. So I'm really hoping one of these guys brings it home so that we can send Bailey a little bit more money than what's already guaranteed. And I just want to say to John, sorry about that, buddy. If that was my fault, that's it happens, and it's racing.
That's cool, dude. My crew chief asked if he would do me a favor and stop by the back, stretch my way out, and grab our engine. We apparently left it there, a la Kyle Larson Daytona.
You got it, buddy.
Bunch of fun going on up here, even if they've already crashed out. John, Jared, thank you guys for hopping up here to the booth. Thank you for stopping by, and we thank you for what you're doing tonight here at Talladega.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thank you guys, man. Y'all take care. God bless you, Bailey. Hope you get better.
Well said, Ben. Well said by all of them. Yeah, crazy. I hope Como's okay. He's got a race here coming Sunday. Hate to see him miss out on that points race, but man, what a wild flip out of the stadium, basically.
Yeah, I was wondering. I know you got your community college degree with the nursing. You could have checked him out. Made sure he was all right.
Yes, I could have.
Got some
I'm up here in the
ice
booth,
to
and I have
that?
better things to do. He's under good hand. They got plenty of qualified people that took care of him.
I don't think Mylan Lacey is qualified to take care of anybody.
Well, where's he? I thought he was up here somewhere.
He's serving as race control in the infield care center tonight. So if somebody gets hurt, you gotta go under the track real quick, make it down there, make sure they're okay. So
I got you.
multitasker Mylan Lacey on hand with us tonight.
Well, you know, there's not a lot of money here in the Dash Series, so you got to do what you got to do. And if you got to play race control and doctor at the same time, then hey, you got to do what you got to do.
So we work on lap 34, easing up on that halfway point. This will be the halftime caution. This time by the line, it'll be 41 laps to go. Should be 40 to go when we get the green flag. So this next Wednesday on No Bull Radio, on debut of the Sim Racing Network. Andy, what can we expect to see and hear live on the radio? I know we got a bunch of champions to talk to, got a bunch of other stuff to cover as well.
Oh, we got tons and tons and tons to talk about, Ben. It's been about 3 months since we were last on the air. We got champions that were crowned. They're all going to be crowned except for the Dash Series and the Super Late Model Series. But we had a great Truck Series season last season that ended last night with a great win, a great champion there. We got to talk to him. We're going to talk to DoYourPart.org people. We're going to talk to Cancer Freeze. We got a jam-packed show, so I hope everybody's ready for it. And hopefully our producer is. He's going to be pushing a lot of buttons.
Andy?
Well, no, the radio show's easy. You're on one screen. That's it. Yeah.
No. Yeah, real easy. Well, he still has to deal with us, so it's not going to be too
Hey, I
easy.
felt it was easy. I did it by myself while I was broadcasting. You know, hey, piece of cake.
Yeah. If Andy can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not saying much.
Once again, if you want to see some content that you don't normally see on the radio show, we are open to suggestions. You're going to see Andy get pied in the face live on camera for donations to the to something. Go ahead. If you want to see what's in my fridge, we can do that. We did that on the pit stop one time.
We did
Andy.
do that one time. We did have pictures. I remember that. Or was that my fridge?
That was your fridge. You had
That's right.
Tupperware galore.
Tupperware to galore.
Yeah.
What about all the beer?
Well, we don't need to talk about that. There's rednecks here in Talladega, and they get excited
Oh.
about the mention of that word.
My bad. My bad.
Lights
My
off here at Talladega Super Speedway.
We do not promote drinking and driving.
That we do not, nor do we promote texting and driving.
No.
Put the phone down. That's what Brett Bodine just did as he pulled down to the victory lane. Brett Bodine back in victory lane here tonight at Talladega. Pit lane goes to pace car. Double file goes to field. Green flag goes to flagman. We're back racing here in the Cancer Freeze 200.
We are back racing. That's a drag race for the lead here as they head down into turn number 1. Trito's got the advantage. He's getting some help from Canale. Now the 79 Welsenbeck, he drops to the inside. That leaves Loper out to dry again on the outside lane. Nobody to help him as they rumble down the backstretch.
He is really not having any friends tonight here at Talladega. Is Zach Kreiser going to step out with him here? We'll see if he pushes him. And if he gets to the front, what will Kreiser do? We'll have to wait and find out. Kreiser might be trying to fall back to the 51 of Nathan Shiflett. Everybody squirrely on this restart as Trito leads. Now here comes Wells back. Orth is going to try and step to the outside as well.
And now they're almost looking 3 wide with Zach Kreiser on the outside trying to get around. Or now look at Loper just dives 2 lanes down to the bottom. Now we got a big race for the lead here as we got 3 guys on the top and they're trying to get around Trito.
Nicholas Orth showed it last night in the Truck Series. He is somebody you want on your bumper. He's showing it tonight as he pushes Matt Wilsenbach to the lead down in turn 3.
Welsenbach trying to get to the lead for the first time tonight. Here he comes off of turn number 4. They're going to be side by side still. Orth trying to wait, patiently waiting, trying to get back on his bumper. Now they're off of turn number 4. Here he goes, onto his bumper, trying to give him that big push for the lead. Trito, though, in the bottom line, is not going to give up easily.
Welsenbach's going to lead this one at the line. 7 in the books. We begin work on 38 of this 75-lap race. Here at Talladega, Loper and Kreiser almost caused a big one as they were about a centimeter away from each other.
Now, I don't even know if it was, I think it was closer than that, but here they come on the outside line with a big run down the backstretch. Orth giving that push to Welsenbach, trying to get him that full lead. They've cleared now. Oh, and now they're pinched down there. That was the 07 of Hartman. Now he gets pushed up to the outside lane. The cars are everywhere right now. They're 3 wide off of 4.
Holy cow. That was another wreck without a caution. They keep it straight, catch their breaths. Everybody goes single file.
I couldn't believe my eyes there for a second there. I'm spinning out going, I'm not even, oh my God, are they really freeballing?
I was waiting to see smoke, but never did. Here we go. They're back to single file racing. Maybe that was a wake-up call for these guys to just a little bit more time.
Yeah, you think?
To wait for the crazy
It's not
moves.
over yet. You still got a ways to go, boys. Settle down in those cars.
Lead changes so far here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. That's only scored at the line right there, so there's probably been multiple lead changes, just not official lead changes.
A little bit of racing going here in the back part of this first group right now. It looked like Kreiser got pushed to the outside there. Matthew Tennant was able to get around underneath him. Kreiser back down to the bottom line. Just ahead of these guys, here's Loper. Loper he was looking on that outside line. Now he falls back in line. That is your top 7 guys.
Orth and Welsenbach trying to get a slight advantage if they can, but like we mentioned earlier, it's real hard to when you have to come off the guy in front of you, and that's what's going to happen right here. And watch them, they'll stack up down in turn number 1, and here comes the whole field all bumper to bumper again as they race to the back straightaway.
Off of turn number 4, here they come, top 4 kind of separating themselves just a little bit. We got trouble behind! Kreiser, Ian, the 31 of Matthew Tennant, both hit the wall real hard there in the backstretch.
And the 11 goes upside down, barrel rolled through the infield. And his night looks like it's coming to an end as he has stopped the back straightaway. .31 also got upside down for a brief moment. Charles Lemaire involved in that one. Bunch of good cars taken out in this crash on lap 41. So, caution out again for the 4th time here tonight. At Talladega Super Speedway, looks like Welzenbach going to be scored your leader. As we are under caution again here at Talladega Super Speedway, and then we got to find something else to talk about. I think this would be a good time. Remember back on the pit stop, the old radio show, Andy, when we had the random topics? I think now would be a good time to bring back the random topic generator. All right, let's do it. We'll do it under this caution. Give me a brief moment. I cannot believe we're doing this in the middle.
The answers we had to come up with. Whew. Oh, this will be fun. Bring it on, Ben. Bring it on.
I'm going as fast as my little internet will chug.
As fast as my Google machine will work.
Alright, here we go. First question of the night. As we are under caution here at Talladega for the 4th time. This is what we do. This is what we do when we get bored under caution. Andy, do you prefer to take baths or showers?
Showers. There's no way I want to sit in my own dirt.
Yeah, I've never
I would take a bath. Listen, if I was already clean,
yeah,
hot tub. I've done hot tub stuff, but that's not a bath. But I couldn't imagine being all dirty from work or something like that and taking a bath and just sitting in there. Yeah, forget that. That's for women.
Yeah, the only thing I run into problem with the bath is when you go to wash your hair. When you go to wash your hair. Yeah, you said that out loud. Everybody knows you shave your legs. When you go to wash your hair,
I'm a swimmer, I swear.
You don't have the running water to kind of just wash the soap out. You got to kind of just cup it in. It's just, man, just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then you're sitting in it.
Yeah,
I'm good. No, I'm good with a shower.
Yeah. Good with a shower. And do you listen to music when you take a shower? In the morning, I have my favorite morning talk show. Yeah, I have a Bluetooth speaker in my bathroom or in my shower, a waterproof.
That we do.
No, I don't listen to you and I while I'm in the shower. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on from that. Earliest memory. What's your earliest memory?
Earliest memory of what, today?
What's the earliest thing you can ever remember? This is a tough one. I know mine. I think it was my 3rd birthday. I got this.
3rd? You remember 3?
This is only 14 years ago.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm thinking my age, and I'm going, oh my God, 3. Was I even 3 at one point?
I had this. You know the big old, not the big old, but the little, what is it, Power Wheels that you get? I had a
big wheel.
I had a big.
I had one of them. I remember
Power Wheel. And there was this itch between my house and our neighbor's house in the old town that we used to live in. And my dad thought it was a good idea to put these boards up going across this bridge, or to make a bridge across the ditch.
I know it's gonna happen already. Go ahead.
So, I line it up. I drive across it the first time. My neighbor, she's a nice lady. She was okay with it and whatnot. But her dog wasn't. Her dog comes chasing after me, and I misjudge the bridge, and I fall into the ditch. And I don't do any damage, but I did get scarred up. Have pictures of it somewhere, but I'm sure they don't want to see that.
Oh, face plant right into the ditch. I can see it now. On your big wheel, Power Wheels, or big wheel.
That was the days back then. Didn't have to worry about anything.
I remember I was probably, 4, maybe 5. I remember this too. I had a motorcycle. I don't know if any of you, I'm old. I'm showing my age a little bit. Chips, you ever watch that show?
No.
It's probably on that TV land that shows all the old shows.
Yeah.
But it's Chips. It was a California Highway Patrol or whatever, and they had Ponch and some other guy or whatever there and they rode the motorcycle. Well, anyway, I had this plastic motorcycle It was almost like a tricycle because it had like training wheels on it, but you couldn't move them. You know, it's just a real wide rear.
Yep.
And I'd ride that around the house, and I'd have this little wallet sticking out of my back pocket. I had my 6-shooter pistol that shot those paper caps in my right inside. Here I was a cop, and then I think the outfit. I should get this. The outfit, I have the pictures, man. I should get it and
we gotta
show.
Yeah, we gotta have this for the radio show. If you find if you find your pictures, I'll get mine.
So I'd have to scan them though. I don't know if I can. But anyway, and so there I am, and I'm Mr. Policeman, and I looked the part. I think I had on jean overalls.
Oh, there you go.
It was good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to do it for Random Topics. This goes.
Oh my God, we're going to go green again? Yes!
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get back to green racing. It'll be 30 laps to... And here's how they're set to line them up. Matthew Welzenbach going to be your leader. Nicholas Ortiz to his outside. Nate Trito inside of row 2. Peter Canali is 4th outside of row 2. And Landon Loper rounds out the top 5.
Getting ready, Ben. Getting ready for the restart. Green flag, we're going to have 30 laps to go.
30 laps to go, half a lap away, about a minute away from getting the restart. You know, you said something about overalls. I don't actually own a pair of overalls, believe it or not. Do you own any overalls in this current age of time?
What?
Do you have any overalls?
No. Unfortunately, they do not fit me anymore. I was a lot smaller when I was 5.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you might have upgraded and got some bigger sizes as the years went on. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
No.
I think they might be a thing of the past as far as fashion.
Probably the last pair I probably wore.
I don't think they ever wore a thing.
Well, you know,
I don't think they ever wore
back in the early 80s they were that, all right? Oh, wait, you weren't even a twinkle in your mom's eye. All right, here we go.
30 laps to go as Brett Bodine gets ready to pull down onto pit road.
Gotta show my age there.
At Talladega. Certainly did. They'll stack them up 2 by 2. Let's see if we can't go clean and green all the way to the checkered flag. They stack them up, get set for the restart. There's the green flag. We're back racing at Talladega.
Yeah, cowboy. Oh, wait, wrong radio show.
They type them down into turn number 1. Orth and Canali, they're going to fall back a little bit on the outside as Trito and Welzenbach have a good run. Look at them push each other through turns 1 and 2. They've got a 5, 6, 7 car length lead down the backstretch.
Yeah, a huge run they got right now. The battle, though, is right behind them, side by side for third.
Everybody gonna fall into line. Single file now here at Talladega for the top 9. Excuse me, that's 7. And go ahead and add 9 in there. Yep, 5 and the 11. There's single file back there. Shiflett looked like he wanted to go outside with the 44. He almost got the left rear of him there. That was close. Loper tries to go to the outside. Pulls back.
They tried to the outside. Now look at the 4 car in the outside lane all by himself. Looks like he's having some issues with some kind of lag going on. But we'll see what goes on here in the next few laps or whatever. He's going to look to the inside and drop to the inside. That's probably not a good idea right now,
Oh, it's right there behind him, and what's causing that is a poor internet connection between Chrysler's internet or computer to the server in which this race is being hosted on from the iRacing headquarters. So it looks to have worked itself out. Loper goes to the outside by himself again. down the backstretch, and Shiflett's gonna pull to the inside and leave him out to dry.
He's going to take it. Loper's going to fall back in line right in front of Canale. That was for the 4th position. Roper trying to hang on to it. Looked like Canale had a run, was going to look to the outside. He does look to the outside. Now here comes Loper up to the outside to get with him. Here they are. Can they tandem now to the front? But Welzenbach, Tree Toe, and Shiflett have another thing to say about it.
Top 5, tail to nose. Loper now going to pull to the outside with Canale down the back stretch. He's not able to get the run he needs. Looks like Shiflett's going to be the odd man out here if it comes down to a tandem race.
Looks like he's going to be the odd man out, but you never know what's going to happen here at the end. We're coming up, about to work lap number 50. Here they come on the outside again. Loper with the help from Canale. They're making a huge run right now. They've made it side by side with second. That's Trito on the bottom side. Now Welzenbach, he's going to have a side mirror full of the 44s and go now for the lead into 1.
Now for the first time tonight, Loper trying to get the lead by being pushed. He's pushed a bunch of other people to the lead and they've ditched him. What does he do to Canale?
If I were him, I'd duck down and leave him out there. No, why not? Everyone else is, right?
Yep, feel my pain, brother. They work to the front stretch. Loper, here comes the run. Here comes the run with the 44. The 25's latched on. Now the inside line. Trito and Welzenbach, they get latched on, and Loper and Canale still not able to get the advantage they need. I spoke too soon. They have a slight one going down into turn number 1.
A slight advantage, but that bottom line's going to fight back real hard. Welzenbach on the inside is going to be side by side with Loper. But look who gets to the bumper first. It's Canale. He's to the bumper to 44 first. And here they go. Now trying to get them clear for both of them. They have them clear now. Do they drop in line? Yes, they do. New leader.
Landon Loper led the last lap by 9/1000ths of a second. He's going to lead this lap, being pushed by Peter Canale as they work through the tri-oval, Orth and Wynn trying to get hooked up on the outside. That's the 27 and the 11. They're going to try and make their trek to the front.
They're going to try really hard. The 11 having a heck of a race here so far tonight. Caught up in a couple of wrecks, but look at him go now. He's got the help with Orth. He saw what Orth could do last night in the trucks. He says, why not? I'll team up with you. Here they come on the outside, trying to make a run down the backstretch.
It'll be 23 laps to go at the line. This time at Talladega, it's starting to close in on the final stages here in the Kansas Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports.
Here comes the 11. He's got Orth right in front of him. Welzenbach now pulls up in front of these guys. He's going to slow them up now. Here they come off at turn number 2. Welzenbach comes up. Orth is all over the place trying to get that car wound up and not get in the back of him. Meanwhile... Excuse me. Meanwhile, back here at Talladega, oh, they got trouble. Welzenbach, he's in the wall. Shiflett's in the wall. Orth is in the wall. The 11's on his roof. Oh, my.
Talk me through what's going on again.
The big one here at Talladega.
Wow, Ben. Wow, wow, wow.
I knew they were racing too early, too fiercely. Shiflett, Welsenbach, Trito, Wynn, the 07 Hartman, 5 of Bloomhagen. Kreiser makes it through. Wynn had a vicious crash. He was spinning while making contact with the catch fencing. That's about the only time it's done its job tonight. Wynn went back down to the inside. Bell rolled some more. And that's about 7 cars involved in the big one here at Talladega. Nate Shiflett finally pulls it to the pits. He was in the middle of the track. Had to hold the escape button and get the tow. And my goodness, a bunch of good cars taken out in the most recent incident here at Talladega. So we got 20 laps to go. This time by at Talladega there will be 6 cars on the lead lap. Loper, Canali, Trito, Welsenbach, Hartman, and Kreiser all scored on the lead lap. You're watching the Cancer Freeze 200 here at Talladega Superspeedway. We'll be right back.
These are pictures of natural and man-made disasters in the past few years. Many of these people and their animals have not only lost everything, but are lost in the areas from devastation. The media is not as present as it used to be. The frequency of disasters escalates through the world. Until these slow-recovering areas can be rebuilt, people will be reliant on our ability to supply their needs. DoYourPart.org is a disaster response organization dedicated to assisting people and animals in times of distress. Our volunteers reach out to support most, the vulnerable, underserved, underinsured, or without insurance. DoYourPart.org strives to bring these amazing survivors back to sustainability and keep their hopes and dreams alive. However, we cannot help these people alone. We can help a little more if you help do your part. See how you can help. Visit our website and donate now. DoYourPart.org.
He takes the lead, but now Wyatt Wolf's to the inside. He pushes up a little bit. They're side by side. Elliott with the lead off of turn 2.
And then off of turn 4. Dave Elliott, are you kidding me? He wins here in Charlotte. You know, I taught Tinny. God, my goodness. Taught Tinny.
You all right, man?
I'm done.
I think he taught Kenny Baum Jr.
Oh, dear. We're back live here for the Cancer Free 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports at Talladega Super Speedway. You want to tune in if Mylan Lacey doesn't chicken out. We are going to go racing right after this one tonight. For the back marker tour at Daytona International Speedway, Andy Kessler has some redemption in mind, and he has got to get the points lead back away from Mr. Lacey after Lacey put a spanking on him, an embarrassment.
Don't worry about it. I'll make him up tonight.
Oh man, you'll certainly want to tune in for that. It's Andy and Mylan's claim to fame in the back marker tour. It is an array of tracks, sometimes in separate vehicles, sometimes in the same with multiple stipulations on the track, and at the halftime break they have to answer a trivia question before they can go out and finish the race, which always seems to be the winner, sometimes at least, in the back marker tour.
Hey, you get 50-50 chance to get it done.
Nope. Tell you what, tonight, stipulations at Daytona, they're going to be, oh man, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be an absolute blast.
I can't wait. I just want to see what car we're in at that track.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. Too bad we don't have go-karts here.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe a box car or something. Here we go. Loper going to lead us back to the line. Canali going to be to his outside. Trito is third. Welsenbach fourth. William Hartman is fifth. Zach Kreiser is sixth. And that's the lineup of the lead lap cars. Everybody else behind those guys, one lap down. Although they are one lap down, Andy, doesn't mean they can't help out one of the lead lap cars.
Nope, watch out for that 18 and the 4. They're kind of there in the back. You might see them hook up.
Green flag.
18 laps to go here at Talladega. There's the green flag. Loper gets a good jump. Trito tucked right under his rear bumper, almost under his left rear, which is not a good place to be. Canali gets separated. Look at Terzado in the 7. He's one lap down. He's trying to get his lap back the hard way here.
He is. He's got a good run getting up to the back of Canali right now. Canali needs the partner right now, otherwise he's going to fall back from this leader's Loper. Loper with the advantage right now. It looks like Trito, he's all over his back bumper, backs off just a bit there. As they exit turn number 4, here they come now with a big run. Here comes the 5 of Canali. He's looking to the outside of Trito.
Look to the outside. What does Loper do? He goes up to block him just a tad. Trito puts the bumper to the 44. He says, come on, let's go. We can't let him pass us on the outside. They do just that. They stay hooked up, and Canali going to start falling back on the outside, and he might lose that third position in line. Oh, he gets into Terzado. Terzado hard into the inside wall.
Hard into the wall. We stay green now, but now Canali's going to lose a bunch of positions. Lost his momentum there, but we got a battle for the lead. Trito looking to the inside of Loper. He's got the advantage. Loper now falls in behind him. Off of turn number 4. Here comes the 27 of Nicholas Hort. He is a lap down, but he's the first car lap down, looking to get his lap back with a big run.
Not only is he coming, but the whole snarling pack is starting to reel in. The top group. Look at Kreiser. He's one of the guys on the lead lap. The 5 of Bloomhagen goes 3 wide down in turn 1.
He goes 3 wide. Now Kreiser doesn't know which lane to take. He drops down to the bottom lane. That leaves Loper all by himself in the middle. He goes up high to pick up the 5 car. But right now, look at Charles Lemaire now. He's laps down, but he's right there in the mix too, sitting third on the track.
So the leader is... Oh, trouble! The 5 goes around. Caution's going to be out. Bloomhagen and Canali make a little bit of contact.
We stay green, Ben. We stay green.
Oh, my.
Loper trying to get the outside lane working. Nobody wants to help him. The help's coming in a hurry. Here comes the 79 of Wilson back. He's coming to the bumper real quick. He's got help from William Hartman. Hartman actually on the lead lap here, but finds himself a ton of cars behind here. Now there's 4 guys on the top line trying to get it to work. Here, heading into turn number 3.
4 on the top versus 5 on the bottom. Chrysler almost turns Lemaire down in turn 3. They keep it straight somehow or another as we race to the line. 14 laps to go here at Talladega.
It's go time now for a lot of these drivers. Here comes Walzenbach. He's looking for 3 wide here, coming to the stripe. The inside line is going to be Loper. He's going to drop down to the bottom. That's going to give him the high side. Here comes Chrysler now looking to the outside of Lemaire. He's got help in the form of the 79 of Wilsonback. The 07 of Hartman. He's trying to get back up into the mix. They race down the back straightaway. They're side by side. That's for third.
Ooh, it's getting real close. Down the back stretch. My goodness, these guys. Oh, man, they keep racing like this. They're not going to survive to see the checkered flag.
Not at this point. Here they come off of turn number 4. Chrysler kind of stuck in the middle. Loper still on that outside line trying to get around the lap machine of Charles Lemaire. He's got help from the 4 car. That is Zachary Chrysler. Up to the line. Chrysler goes on the outside. Now it's going to be 3 wide as they head to turn number 1.
Loper drops to the bottom. Wilsonbach is in the middle. Wilsonbach's in the middle. Shiflett makes contact with him. Around they go. And the caution comes out. And Shiflett loses it after getting it back straight. He spins to the infield. Oh man, are you kidding me? It was 12 to go right here at the line. It'll be a restart with less than 10 laps to go here at Talladega. So pace car going to catch the field, and we're going to have a little more fun up here in the broadcast.
Uh-oh. Whenever Ben says we're going to have fun, it means trouble. All right, Ben, what's going on?
All right, Andy, would you rather go without junk food for a year or go without TV for a year?
Well, I'd say the junk food, man. I got to have some TV. I got to have something to watch. Whether it's racing or some sort of sports or some good TV shows, I guess I could afford to not eat some Little Debbie snacks or something for a year.
Oh man,
just to be able to watch TV.
I'll go to jail over Little Debbie, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
Little Debbie is a minor, Ben, so take it easy.
I am too. Yeah, I think I'd go with TV. For a couple, I don't think it'd be romantic to lay down and eat, as it would be to lay down and watch TV. A favorite show on TV, Andy?
Yeah, I'm still hanging with TV. Could I have one 10-minute binge before we did that though, Ben?
Possibly.
Is that in the rule? You know, down like a
Not
box of
quite
Nutty
sure.
Bars or something.
I think I had maybe about a half a box of oatmeal cream pies, a couple Twinkies, fudge rounds. Fudge rounds, man! I had down a whole box of fudge rounds in that 10 minutes.
We'll put you in a sugar coma.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll last for a year.
There you go. Oh dear. So we tend to go like the line as field still pacing. We're going to still talk about some random stuff. Random question generator asked, Andy, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week?
This week?
Yep, this week.
Not much. Pretty boring over here. Oh gosh, I don't know, Ben. Best thing that's happened to me? Nothing. I got nothing on that, man. There hasn't been that good of a week, I guess.
Give me a couple of minutes here when the lights go off on the pace car. That'll be the best thing so far.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, he's caution laps.
You know what's going to be the best thing for me this week, Ben? The fact
What's
that
that?
tomorrow night we don't have to do a broadcast. 3 in a row, man. I'm beat.
Oh yeah, lucky for you. You get to sit at home, relax. I've got the Southern Vintage Racing Association on hand at Flowood Speedway. Northwest Florida Speedway. Flowood Speedway Saturday night. So you're gonna be relaxing. I'm gonna be working.
I don't call that work, but whatever. Yeah, I guess it's work.
Yeah, you gotta put up with some crazy people. Gotta scream at the drivers and whatnot. Alright, so lights still not off down the back stretch. Oh, what the heck? We'll do one more question.
Oh boy.
Andy.
Oh boy. Keep it clean.
Yeah. No, that wasn't a good one. Let's see here.
Reset. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. What's your favorite candy?
Oh God.
Favorite
I'd say
candy.
anything Reese's. Oh.
Oh,
Reese's peanut butter
man.
and the I don't care if it's the Reese's sticks, the peanut butter cups, anything Reese's. I tell you, that's my favorite.
Have you ever tried a fried Reese's?
Who?
A fried Reese's cup?
No, but that sounds absolutely fantastic.
Oh my God, we have them down here at the Peanut Festival.
You gotta send me one, Ben.
Oh man, you gotta have it in person. Right when they come out of the fryer, oh man, they have fried Reese's cups, fried Snickers, fried Twinkies, and fried Oreos, and I'll order all 4 of them. Might cost me $12.
At once?
Yes, at once.
God,
I will
you'd be
feel
a
horrible.
diabetic.
I feel horrible for the rest of the night, but it is worth it.
The satisfaction of hitting
Yes.
the lips and the tongue. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So it looks like we'll turn the lights off. Atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car and restart these guys with 8 laps to go here at Talladega. And remember, we do not have green-white checkers here on the iRacing.com Motorsport Simulations, the most realistic simulator in the world. So therefore, if caution were to come out with less than 5 to go, we will pace it to the checkered flag. So, in the mind of a driver, or in the mind of me, I should say, Andy, in these last laps, you got to race either the caution or the checkered. Once it hits 5 to go, the race could be over anytime between 5 to go or the checkered flag. So I want to be leading the whole final 5 laps.
Oh, absolutely, Ben. This is This is it right here. You're racing right now for the win, whether you're going to see the checkered flag or the yellow, which will end it also. This is, you got to go for it. There's no sitting back now. And you look at a couple of the guys up there. The number 4 kind of been riding around the back the whole race. There he is, right there. Going to restart third just when it needs to be.
This restart is going to get crazy. This race is going to get crazy. Hopefully we can survive the final 8 laps. Trito, Looper, Kreiser, Hartman, Welzenbach, Canali, and Orth. That's the top 7. Those are the 7 on the lead lap. Orth has to start all the way at the back of the pack because he was the wave around recipient. He's got to make it through the field.
Either.
Nope. Second place last night in the trucks. Pushed Sean Bounty to the win. Yep. We'll see what he can do in the final 8 laps of this one. 75 laps and 200 miles getting set to come to an end in a matter of 8 laps. Who's going to win the Cancer Freeze 200 at Talladega?
Great jump on the outside for Loper. He's able to get ahead of Trito, but that's not going to last very long. Kreiser now with the bumper to Trito. He's trying to push him out to the front. They got the outside line cleared. Now here comes the 79 of Welzenbach. He's looking on the inside. He's trying to get around the Loper in the 44. Loper kind of out to dry right now. He's got the 25 though coming up quick here and as they head to turn number 3.
Canali and Loper have been trying to get that outside to work for multiple laps here tonight at Talladega. Nicholas Orth at the back of the field. He's in jeopardy of losing the draft. Look at Welzenbach up in front. He sticks his nose to the inside of Zach Kreiser. Kreiser says, that's okay. I'll go to the outside and Trito and go for the lead by myself through the tri-oval.
By himself doesn't last very long. Here comes the 44. Loper with a huge run. Oh, they made contact there. Able to keep it straight. Now they're on the outside. Loper now behind Kreiser. Now he's got to try to push him. Through turns 1 and 2. He's going to try to get back up to his bumper as they exit turn number 2. Now it's a drag race for the lead down the backstretch here at Dega.
I said Orth was in jeopardy of losing the draft. Now he's at the back of the pack, looking to start inching his way through. Drag race up front. It's Kreiser and Trito, door to door down in turn 3.
Door to door. Now Trito gets a slight advantage. Welzenbach now, he's on his back bumper. Kreiser trying to get some side draft off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway now. Here comes the 44. Of Loper. He's giving him a push again on the outside. Kreiser and Loper trying hard to make that outside line work here late.
They're slowly but surely able to inch their way up. Terzado back in the field. Wiggly, he's a lap down. Orth is kind of stuck where he is as Trito, Welzenbach, and Hartman on the inside prevail down the back stretch. Roper goes into the wall. A big crash down the back straightaway.
Caution, caution. Some debris somewhere.
That was a big one right there, Ben.
So we'll be lucky to restart this race. It could be over. They took 5 laps to go right there. Trito, your leader. Welsenbach, second. Kreiser, third. These guys will take 4 to go at the line. They've got to get 2 to go next time by in order for this race to go back green flag racing, because the most realistic simulator in the world has not implemented green-white checkers.
What was that, man?
Charles Lemaire gets to wave around. So it's just a waiting game. Have to wait 2 minutes to see if we get one signal at the flag stand. We'll have to get 2 to go. This time by. If we don't, the race is over. Nate Trito is the winner. Certainly not the way we hoped it would end tonight. Hopefully, we hope to see them side by side, banging doors at the line. It still can happen, but we got to get 2 to go. We're half a lap from finding out. So, a waiting game until we get to the start-finish line. We'll talk about the backmarker tour coming up right after the Cancer Freeze 200 tonight here at Talladega Speedway, presented by Aegis Motorsports. Andy and Milan gonna go at it again. This time it'll be at Daytona in a car that is set to put on a spectacular show at the 2.5 mile high banked oval in Daytona Beach, Florida. Moment of truth, Andy. Here we go. Coming to the line.
The moment is right here. Do we have it?
You kidding me? Are you kidding me? 2 laps to go at the line. I just gave myself chills, by the way. We're going to have a 1-lap shootout to settle the finish here at Talladega Super Speedway in the Cancer Freeze 200, presented by Aegis Motorsports. The mood was down because we didn't know if we were going to go back green, but now we know. And oh my, the whole race comes down to these final 2.66 miles. Well, Andy, who's going to win?
Anybody that's on the lead lap, one of the top 6, I would say.
That'd be a good
guess. Is that too vague?
That would be a good guess.
I mean, the only way Lemaire has a chance is if these guys wreck and can't get the cars going.
Oh boy. So it'll be a 1-lap shootout here to finish this thing off. We thank everybody for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you right after this race and in our future broadcasts over with the Sim Racing Network. One to go at the line. Lights will go off atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car here at Talladega. This restart, Andy, going to be crucial, not only for the front row, but for everybody behind them as well. So here we go, getting set for this restart, which, like I said, going to be crucial for not just front row, but everybody behind them to get good restart, get the momentum going down into turn number 1. These cars really aren't even going to be up to speed before they take the checkered.
Nah, it usually takes a little bit more than a lap, Ben, for these cars to get up to speed. So it's going to be interesting. You're going to see some 3-wide action, I have a feeling. But this is gonna get exciting. You can't get any better than this. 1 lap shootout to decide it all here for the Cancer Freeze 200. And man, just hang on to your hats, boys and girls, because this is gonna be a wild ride.
That it is, my boy. They stack them up 2 by 2 and pace their way through. Set to race it out for 1 lap, 2.66 miles is what separates one of these drivers and the checkered flag here tonight. This car goes down onto the pit road. Trito, Welzenbach, Kreiser, Hartman, Orth, Loper. It's anybody's race. 1 lap to go. They'll get the white and the green at the same time to finish off the Cancer Freeze 200. Bailey, this last lap is for you.
Great restart by the top 6 guys right there, Ben. All nose to tail as they head into turn number 1. Welzenbach on the outside with Trito on the inside. Here comes Zach Kreiser now, going to shut the door to the inside for the 79. Off of turn number 2, though, can he get him the push? Here comes the outside line now with the 07 Hartman, giving Welzenbach a huge run, a huge push, and they're drag racing down the backstretch.
I think Trito got too big of a run, and look at Loper. He puts it down on the apron. Kreiser has nowhere to go. He has to go high. Welzenbach and Hartman through turn number 4. It's just those 2 guys out front. Does the 4 behind them have a chance to catch him? Does Hartman step out? Here we go. The final time to the triumphal tonight. Hartman's there. The rest of the field is catching. Where does Trito go? Trito gets turned. They're still side by side. 3 wide on the line. Orth wins it by 41 thousandths of a second as Nate Trito hangs in the catch fencing after a valiant effort from the 91 team.
Oh my man, what a fantastic run there. And look at Orth. Look at him go. A second last night in the Truck Series in his debut, and then he comes in here and just, comes from nowhere on the last lap. What a great job by the 27.
What an unbelievable finish here at Talladega Super Speedway in the Cancer Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. As you watch down the front stretch, the drivers that finish the race are doing a 3-wide salute to Bailey Bird here at the finish of this race. We would have had a whole bunch more other cars to be in this 3-wide salute, but a bunch of other guys crashed out going for everything. At the very last moment, Nicholas Orth comes out on top. $100 will go to Cancer Freeze here at the end of this one tonight.
What a race.
What a finish, man.
Man, speechless after that. Hartman and Welzenbach, I think they got out a little bit too far. They started trying to race themselves. The pack caught them. And Orth decided to go to the outside at the very last moment, and it counts. 41 thousandth of a second. The top four was separated by 59 1,000ths of a second. Andy, you can't even blink your eye that fast.
What? I'm trying right now. It ain't working, Ben.
As the three wide salute continues down the back straightaway, the respect for all the recipients at Cancer Freeze, the respect for Bailey. We thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a great race. We'll talk to Welzenbach, Hartman, and Orth here momentarily live on No Bull Network 1.
These are pictures of natural and man-made disasters in the past few years. Many of these people and their animals have not only lost everything, but are lost in the areas from devastation. The media is not as present as it used to be. The frequency of disasters escalates through the world. Until these slow-recovering areas can be rebuilt, people will be reliant on our ability to supply their needs. DoYourPart.org is a disaster response organization dedicated to assisting people and animals in times of distress. Our volunteers reach out to support most, the vulnerable, underserved, underinsured, or without insurance. DoYourPart.org strives to bring these amazing survivors back to sustainability and keep their hopes and dreams alive. However, we cannot help these people alone. We can help a little more if you help do your part. See how you can help. Visit our website and donate now. DoYourPart.org.
We're back here at Talladega Super Speedway. You're watching the replay of Nicholas Orth picking up the victory here tonight, while Welzenbach and Hartman crash to the infield and Kreiser finishes fourth. Like I said, those top four were separated by 59 1,000ths of a second here at the very end of this thing. The last lap shootout it came down to, and Andy Kessler is standing by with Matt Welzenbach, who finished third.
Hello, that's right. I'm down here with Matt Welzenbach down here on pit road. And Matt, heck of a run there at the end. You were right where you needed to be at the end, one lap shootout. You had a great run going. You had some help from the 07 there giving you a push. But ultimately, him pulling out like that, going for that win, just allowed those guys to come up on you and kind of sneak up and really steal that one. Walk us through that closing lap there.
Well, I was kind of worried about the restart there with the one-lap shootout, but with the 07 William behind me, I managed to pull in front of Nate, and we got down there, and I thought I had it won, but, with restrictor plate racing, chances are the people that take the white flag rarely win. So, still a great turnout for, Cancer Freeze and Bailey, and, happy to support all that and glad to run the paint scheme. I wish I could have put it in victory lane, but again, Aegis Motorsports, Jaeger Racing, awesome, and congratulations to the winner, Nick. He put on a heck of a show out there.
That he did. Now, Matt, talk us about this in a couple days here. Well, 4 days now. We're going to be back here at Talladega for a points race. for the Dash Series now. What kind of advantage could this have been, or what will this do as far as your team, your confidence, and going into that points race here next Sunday night?
Well, definitely racing these cars here on plate races, they're a handful. They jump everywhere and stuff. I know I got involved in some things back there midway, but definitely team chemistry is what's important. You know, we got a good group of guys in Aegis and Jaeger, so we all worked really well together. We communicated well. We're starting to be able to anticipate what each other's going to do in the turns. So hopefully it's a good showing come Sunday. It's going to be a fantastic race then. I got some points to make up. I think I'm sitting 8th, so we're definitely looking forward to that, and I hope to put the doyourpart.org National Impala on Victory Lane on Sunday.
That's what we like to hear. Now, when we go, Matt? Great run tonight. Finished 3rd. Anyone you'd like to thank for the solid run and for this great cause we had here tonight?
Basically, again, just thank my teammates in Aegis and the newly formed Jaeger Racing, which will be formed up after Sunday's race with Nick, Nate, and Tyler Herr, who did not make tonight's race, but. Definitely, thank everybody, Noble, for putting on a great show and allowing us to do this for Bailey and Cancer Freeze.
There you have it. That's Matt Welsenbeck finishing 3rd here tonight. Now I'm going to swing right over here right next to me again, and we got the driver, the 07, William Hartman. William, a fantastic run here tonight. Come up just short of the win. You pulled out off of turn number 4. Thought you had the run. You did. The problem was when you separated like that, you guys lost all your momentum, and those guys just came on the outside and just stole this one away from you. Walk us through that wild last lap.
Yeah, it was. I thought we had enough of a lead there coming off of turn 4 to try and step out, and I figured Matt would try and pop out with me and maybe try and cut off the momentum, but those guys came with a heck of a head of steam, and credit to Nick and taking that high line, and he had a lot of momentum and well-deserving.
That it was. Now, all race long, with the Dash Series, you got a midway break. Was the emphasis for you, for your team, to really kind of just survive the first half of the race so that you had something left for these guys at the end?
Yeah, I think we discussed before the race, and it was a lot of our strategy was to just try and stay up front and stay out of the trouble. We knew that it's going to be a tough race, a long race, and these cars are a handful on this big track, and we just knew if we could be around for the end, we had something for them, and unfortunately we were just a little bit short, but it's still a great race against a lot of great drivers out here.
It was a fantastic race. Now, we got a points-paying race coming up at the same track here on Sunday night. Did this race here tonight help you guys? Did you learn enough to make it maybe to get you a victory here come Sunday night?
Oh, we learned a lot throughout the course of the day. Even from the first practice laps that we took, we've learned a lot. And it's definitely, these cars are quite a bit different. And all this practice time, it's given us a lot of good things to go into the next race. So I believe it did.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, William, anyone you'd like to thank for this solid second-place finish here tonight at Dega?
I have to thank Noble for providing this event for us, and of course Aegis Motorsports for sponsoring the race here tonight. It's a great group of guys that we have racing out here.
There you have it, Ben. There's your second-place finisher, William Hartman, and now I think, Ben, you're down in Victory Lane with our big winner, a guy who's having some tremendous success here the last couple nights at Talladega.
Most certainly, Nicholas. We're down in Victory Lane here tonight at Talladega, but only by 41 1/1000th of a second. How did you do it coming through the trial, Nick?
I have no idea. I hope you guys were at least losing your mind making that call come to the line.
All right, we didn't have a mind to lose before the race, but we were certainly excited at the finish. You certainly made it exciting, and my goodness, just what a race. You've finished second, pushing Bounty to the win last night. You come home, you win here tonight. What do you got for Sunday when points are actually on the line?
Oh, geez, I can't believe we're going to have to do this all over again. This was just a crazy night. I just get stuck back, once you get stuck back behind 5th place, you're in the hornet's nest. Got wrecked out a couple times, came back, ended up a lap down, came back from that, and just that last lap shootout, man, you just hold to the floor and hope for the best. You don't lift.
That's certainly what it looked like was going on throughout the field. Well, Nick, you put it in victory lane here tonight. $100 going to go to Cancer Freeze. Who do you want to thank for putting you here in victory lane?
First of all, thank you to Aegis Motorsports for putting this together, and Julio. Jared, I know they put a lot of heart into this event, and really proud that this had so much success that it did. Give a shout out to Bailey. We're here racing for her. I hope she enjoyed everything, and hopefully that finishes. Hopefully she stuck around and watched that finish with us.
Hopefully she was watching. If not, hopefully she will certainly enjoy the replay. What a spectacular race. Congratulations, Nick. I can't wait to see what you do next season in the truck, and I can't wait to see what you do here in the finishing or in the closing races of the national season.
All right. Thank you very much, you guys.
There you have it, Andy. Nick Orth, winner here at Talladega Superspeedway in the Cancer Freeze 200 presented by Aegis Motorsports. $100 going to be going to Cancer Freeze. Everybody is happy leaving Talladega tonight.
Oh, absolutely, Ben. You kind of, it was almost written in the storybook that an Aegis guy, I think they padded their team with 3/4 of the field to put the advantage towards them to get this done. But you know what, man? What a fantastic finish. A great race. We joke about it all the time during midpoints of the race, and under the cautions, it gets kind of slow. Running around here so slow, and not much to talk. But I'll tell you what, man, what a fantastic week we've had. 3 broadcasts in a row, some great finishes to some races we saw at these plate tracks, and you know what? For all the slowness, if you want to call it that, in the middle of the race, I'll tell you what, man, it makes up for it at the end.
Certainly does, and man, can't believe this is our last official broadcast for Noble Network 1. We'll have up our fun little race up next. We'll have our fun race up next for the Backmarker Tour. That'll be here on the same channel, but not really an official broadcast. So here we go, Andy, for the final time on Noble Network 1. Let's run them through the final finishing order. Nicholas Orth comes home with the win. William Hartman was second. Matt Welzenbach came home third. Zach Kreiser, fourth. Landon Roper came home fifth. Nate Trito was sixth. Charles Lemaire, seventh. Eighth to Peter Canale. Ninth to Colton Bloomhagen. And 10th was Nathan Shiplet.
Finishing 11th was the 7 of Julio Terzado. Michael Wynn finishes 11th. Finishing 13th was the 24 of Brandon Jackson. Matthew Tennant finishes 14th. Jared Como will finish 15th. John Mushkin will finish 16th. And that will complete our field here tonight. Ben, we saw some wild things here tonight. A couple cars flipping over the fence. What a way to end this run here at the network.
Yeah, spectacular. Cars going over the fence. 4 wide finish. 2 cars was crashing on the inside. It doesn't get any better than that. Oh man, we've had such a fun time here at Noble Network 1 back when it formed as Noble TV. Switched to Noble Network 1, had the radio show every week. Broadcasted with multiple teams. Worked with Ian Adams, Dylan Lee, Sam Taylor, Matt Weisbro, a bunch of other guys. Carl Brown, yep. Lacey
who's here with us right now.
Yep, bunch of guys.
I had great fun broadcasting with you guys. I just want to let you guys know that on Noble Network 1. I think the best time was when I got to broadcast with you, Ben and Andy.
Thank you, Miley.
We certainly do work as a nice. We certainly work
By the way,
as a nice team. We'll be together at the Sim Racing Network. We're not going anywhere. We're just ending the network here tonight to begin the new home. Yep, to begin the new chapter.
What did you guys think about my boys, huh? What did you guys think about my boys out there? I know I know we've had a few cautions out there, but you know what? These cars aren't particularly built for plate track racing, but I think they did the best they could with the equipment they had out there. But what'd you guys think?
I think they put on a great show. The finish was spectacular. Although we had to send some tow trucks outside the premises, that's not a big deal, but all in all, it was a good race. I am really impressed with the Dash Series.
I guess Andy's not going to say anything about it.
Andy's getting ready to head on down to Daytona for the Bag Marker Tour. Milo, we thank you for chatting with us. We thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We thank the Aegis Motorsports guys, Cancer Freeze, everybody for showing up. For Milo and Lacey jumping on board with us. Mitch Rollo earlier on pit road. Cisco Scaramuza for getting the picture to choose C2U. Andy Kessler, I am Ben Cook. The final time on Noble Network 1. Have a great night and remember to put the phone down.